When you first begin to collate together a number of applications that spread over multiple pages, it becomes a good idea to order those apps into particular folders. Your iPad has about 11 display pages, and these can quickly fill up and make them into folders. Apart from keeping you organised, can help increase the number of apps that you can load onto your iPad. So when we're first looking at our iPad, if we hold our finger down on one of the chosen apps for a few seconds, they begin to wobble with a little X in the top left. If I was to select that X, if I select that X, it will remove, and will prompt me to say, would you like to delete that app? It doesn't delete it from your iTunes account, so when you resync, if you so choose to, you can add that app back in, but it is a way of removing an app. This can be a good disciplinary measure. If a student is misusing an app, you can walk up, hold your finger on and delete that app. Of course, they can pull that app down again, but it does cause some inconvenience. So that's how I would delete an app. It's also how I would rearrange an app and position it elsewhere. So I can rearrange an app within that page. I can drag it over here to the left, and I can go to the next page or the previous page. It jumps around a little bit when you do that. It's a bit of an art form. What I actually prefer to do is drop it down into the tray, then flick to the page that I want to add that app to. So once again, I can drop into the tray and move, or move to the left or right to move to the next particular page. And the final skill, apart from positioning apps and deleting apps and using the app tray, is creating folders. So when you have a collection of apps that are similar, or you'd like to group together, as we tend to do in the early years, where we'll have folders all on the opening page. So what I'm able to do is grab an app and I can drop it on top of a similar app, like that. Caught it. There it is. I drop it and it creates a folder. I can then name that folder if I like. So I can give it a name. And then once I've done that, if I click out, you can see the folder sitting there. To stop them from wobbling around, I simply click on the home button on the outside frame of your iPad. So once again, I hold it down to wobble. I can delete an app, I can reposition an app, or I can add an app to an already existing folder. And sometimes it's also useful to add that folder to the tray. So here's one folder which I'll show in a clip later on, and this enables me, this bookmark, so this enables me to add all my favourite websites or bookmarks into that folder that I can use. So there's a couple of tips on just customizing your pages to get the most efficient use of your iPad apps.